again to my YouTube channel. As you've seen, today we have a little bit jump up in abbreviations and everything, but we're back with our alternatives. As I've said, today we're going to be learning some other things instead of saying for example, because I've seen this in essays, and remember I've done this video about essays, about don't say because. And in essays, sometimes you need to say for example, or maybe sometimes in a presentation you need to say for example, but then teachers won't be looking at, okay, sometimes your content might be interesting, but the way like you present it or the words that you use might be normal words that everyone know, and you're gonna be like, we're just gonna give you a 5 out of 10. But then so you can learn this. I already taught you about because, a lot, and everything. That is why today we're gonna now go for example, because of course in essays or in presentation or in anything you're gonna be doing, you're gonna be wanting to pull up for example. And that is what I'm gonna be teaching to you today. And if you're going to enjoy it, please leave a very big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on the little bell notification, and also share my video. Alright guys, without losing any single second, let's get started. The first alternative, for instance. For instance is actually used like when you want to say for example. The for instance is very, actually let me repeat this again, very similar. It's like the same thing, like for example. So instead of saying for example this and this and this and this happened, you can say for instance.
Continue. For instance?
I said?
Yeah.
The first alternative, for instance. For instance is actually really similar to for example. There might be basically a difference, but it's like the same thing. So if you say for example to this, you can also change it to for instance. Unlike the others, you can change, you can put them, but you have to obey something. Alright, now let me show you an example. So you may be talking about your friends. They told you in school, like at school, you're gonna be writing about your friends, and you're gonna be like, okay, let me write about them. And then at the presentation, you're gonna be like, my friend likes eating chocolate. For instance, he ate 5 bars of chocolate today. So my friend like eating chocolate. For instance, he ate 5 bars of chocolate today. So it means you can even put it for example. My friend like eating chocolate. For example, he ate 5 bars today. You see, there is actually basically no difference. But when you say for example, it's actually like an old fashioned. But for instance, it's kind of cool. Like they should be like, for instance, no one ever used this. This is 1+ mark. So if you want to get it better, use for instance. It's not only in presentation, you can use it in your daily life too. The second alternative, such as, remember you guys, I told you that for instance is basically really like the first one. It's really like similar to for example. Unlike others you cannot say such as. For example, my friend likes chocolate. He ate maybe like say such as he ate 3 bars today. It cannot be said. That is why when you want to use such as, this normally introduces a list of things. It introduces a list of things that you're gonna be doing. Let me give you an example. Okay, you gotta be like today I went to the market and I bought some vegetables such as carrots, cabbages, and everything else. So such as is actually introduces a list. For example, okay, here are I don't have a, maybe you can say I really have like a bunch of movies to watch. For instance, or maybe such as, and then you start giving the examples of the movies you really gonna watch. Or maybe another example, oh la la, I really have a lot of videos today, such as how to learn English, how to learn French, alternative about this, abbreviations and acronyms, and voila. So, such as, you cannot use it just for one thing. You're normally introduces a bunch of things, because you're gonna see this when they just introduce a bunch of things. If you see this when they're just saying, why is gonna do that? Now, the third alternative, which is the last one I'm gonna be teaching today, is to give you an idea So to give you an idea, as similar as such as you cannot employ as whatever you want, it also has some conditions. So to give you an idea, this is to represent something. Let me really give you an example so you can understand. You have a speech to make at school about boys and girls, and maybe you're talking about why we need more girls than boys in a class, and you have to give an example about this. So you're gonna be like, so that is why we really need a lot of girls more than boys. To give you an idea, in grade 7A we have 10 boys and 5 girls. Alright, to give you an idea, in grade 7A we have 10 boys and 5 girls. This actually means you want to give an idea of what is happening. You really want to emphasize like why we really need boys more than girls. So here you cannot say, if you use for example, this is like for example, you're just giving an example. It's like people will take it easily. They will just take it like it's just an example. Maybe it's not true. And if you use such as, you didn't want to introduce a bunch of things. So such as, you can say 7A, you can say other classes, 3C and 4A. So you can just put that out by if you want such as. But to give you an idea, this actually means to give you a piece, like to make you understand why in grade 7A we actually have 10 boys and 5 girls, which is really fair. Like, it's actually fair. Like, I feel like maybe we have 10 and 5. Maybe it's fair. I don't know. Just we need some girls, okay? So 10 boys and 5 girls, this is so not good, because it's gonna be 15 just 5 girls in a class, so we really need boys. And this is just an example, okay? So that way you can use, and I hope you really love this lesson. If you did enjoy this lesson, please leave a very big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on the little bell notification, and also share my video. I really love you all. Bye guys, see you in our next learning session.